In rebuilding the Burlington economy, town officials are thinking long-term for the Burlington Mall and its namesake, Mall Road.
Mass Development awarded the town of Burlington $85,000 for a site readiness program. And it's really to support the vision and collecting a bold vision for Burlington for the Mall Road corridor, a part of their site readiness program. And the site readiness program is to do the pre-development work that leads to long-term economic growth. And what we're trying to do here in Burlington, specifically along the Mall Road corridor, is imagine ourselves really 50 years from now. And it's the big vision that provides a cohesiveness to all the private and public investments that happen over time. And so this money will allow us to engage with a broad spectrum of stakeholders, our community members, our property owners, our businesses, to see how we can think of ourselves in 50, 60 years from now. We did a great job 50, 60 years ago creating this. We had allocated the spaces for commercial, we preserved our residential, and now we have to think about how we maintain a sustainable Burlington kind of going into the future. And what I see is really exciting about putting a master plan together really for the corridor is it allows us to take another look at how we can move people through this corridor in different options. I mean, it's about walkability, but it's about biking. Soon it's going to be about self-driving shuttles. And we have a great network of many uses out here, from residential to hotels and restaurants and retail. And we want to just enhance that through enhanced connectivity, public amenities, and more compact development. But to get there, we need a unified plan, and then we need real street level implementation. So we need to help craft the right zoning, and that's that land use policy that we talk about. So we're setting the stage for the development we want to see. Right now we have BG zoning primarily, and that's general business zoning that was created almost 50 years ago. So when the mall came in, and it limits us in terms of use and form and how dense we can be. So what we want to do is really update that, consider a new form of zoning. It could be a new form called form-based zoning, which looks at how streets and buildings look versus more about their uses inside. It talks a lot about sharing parking and structured parking and how those kind of work together to create more of a village feel. And you can imagine that, maybe 10, 15 years down the line when people kind of redevelop, part of creating a vision and a kind of a development vision and a master plan, it allows you to think about those public realm investments for a community. And I know when I made this, kind of had been engaging certain community members, there had been discussions about the Riverwalk. And the Riverwalk kind of takes in the natural elements that we have in Burlington, the green space, and opens up some of our streams and kind of maybe considers daylighting some streams and creating more of a greenway or a walkway through some of our corridors. And if you can imagine incorporating that into your long-term plan as private investment comes in, then you can point to what you want to see and then work together to make that happen. At this point, we're going to be trying to establish a steering committee, and we'll be engaging, as I mentioned, kind of the stakeholders, not only residents, but business owners and landowners.
From Burlington Mall Road, I'm B News reporter Tad Stefanak.